mean, I think one of the coolest things about going to different clubs and meets like this is just seeing everybody's equipment. There's so many there's so many talented people in this hobby, but also passionate people. And it's just awesome to see. I mean, I think it's one of the coolest things when you look at a rail yard and the sidings are just full with trains and stuff like that. So this video that we've got next is just a collection of all the trains that we captured on video while we were down there. But unfortunately for you, the steaming bays really filled up on Friday.
as it does.
Yeah, and so we had a lot more steam. But what were some of your guys' favorite engines that you guys saw while we were down there?
Well, there was this gentleman from Texas who brought a large consist. He had a diesel. I think he had at least a dozen cars, but I think his pride and joy, I think it's safe to say, was his steamer that he had brought. He had so his whole railroad was actually modeled not after a railroad, but after airlines, Southwestern Airlines. And so he modeled, because I believe he worked for Southwest Airlines, a pilot, and a lot of us have flown Southwest Airlines before, and so we thought it was pretty cool. But his steamer, man, that was probably the only other steamer besides ours while I was down there that I got to see run and go up the hill. And I just remember it was going up the hill towards Buckhorn, and there's just something about that stack talk with a Mikado with about at least a dozen cars behind it, loaded or unloaded, and it was just, you could just hear the dun 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 dun, and it just got deeper and it just got louder, and there was no way I was gonna leave without getting some footage of that before I headed out. And then I would say that was probably one of my favorites.
That's funny that you said getting footage, because that was one I kept trying to. I want a really good picture of this where we've got pilots in the family. I'm like, I gotta send this off, to some family members. Kept wanting to get a great picture or video of it. The color scheme, paint scheme was really cool.
Yeah. I wish I could remember his name, and I apologize if he does watch this, because he was so welcoming in the steaming bays, kind of giving us the background on his steam engine. And I think he's built several up to that point. I don't think that's his first steam engine. But just walking us through some of the history of it and the the whys behind how he built it. He had a great consist. I know his son flew in for the last couple of days, and they were great to meet. But just one of the many of amazing trains that we saw down there. And like I said, even into Friday, full steaming bays, so many awesome steam engines there. And I think there was a great military. Was it the Military Union Pacific? There.
The Spirit of the Union Pacific.
Yes,
that was a great engine.
He showed up there. We got some little footage of him, and it's really neat when you're running and there's just all these different trains that you're interacting with. So it was super cool.
All the interesting cars. I mean, my last name used to be Hintz, and there was a Heinz pickle barrels and some of them on one car, and just the creativity is pretty cool to see what people come up with.
Enjoy this video of all the trains at Big Creek and Southern this last year.
might go get